International Women's Day, to me, means celebrating women everywhere. It's about building each other up, recognising successes, no matter how big or small, and talking about positive examples we see in each other. We all have our family and our friends and the people and the women in our lives that we really love, and celebrating them and the people that you know actually is really important on International Women's Day.
It affords us the opportunity to celebrate the success of women throughout the world, to showcase to the younger generation the achievements of women, and I suppose in doing so present those role models to future generations to show them what they can achieve with hard work, with passion, with honesty, with working on your skills and your talent. It shows people that anything is possible. So I suppose what International Women's Day means for me, it is a celebration, it is an acknowledgement, and it affords us that wonderful opportunity to celebrate each other's successes.
Last year, when I was sailing on a liquefied natural gas carrier in the Pacific, my captain said to me, "Do you want to celebrate International Women's Day?" And I said, "I'm not sure about it, if I'm being honest." And he said, "Well, I think we should. I think we should celebrate your achievement for sailing here, for getting this far in your career." And I was really taken back by it. It meant a lot to me that someone would say that, someone like the captain would say that to me.
And I think the theme of this year's event, challenging inequality, given the period and the climate we find ourselves in, it's very easy to get involved. It's something you can do from the comfort of your own home. So I like the fact that it's really accessible, and also I like the fact that the messages, they're so simple, but they're so powerful. And it's great, I suppose, that this is what girls and young women are listening to, and this is what they're hearing about.
For me, International Women's Day is a fantastic opportunity to celebrate all the amazing work that women are doing at the moment to sort of help our world become a better place, and all the successful women who are enjoying and excelling in their careers.
Personal level, I have 5 beautiful nieces coming up behind me, and I suppose I'd like to be a role model for them and to advocate about the importance of standing up what you believe in, and the importance of being independent and to be hardworking, and also that you can harness that from within to write your own success story, again in whatever capacity that takes.
Especially at the moment, it's like for lockdown, there's a lot of women who are having jobs, and they might be doing online Zoom, and they're doing online classes with their children. And I think that just to be able to do that and kind of still keep level-headed and be positive about things, it's just amazing.
I suppose I'd probably be at home, married with kids, not allowed work because I'm married with kids, if I was living back in the 1930s like women in Ireland had to do at the time. So I'm standing on the shoulders of the women that went before me, who chose to challenge, who chose to stand up for what was right, and who chose to make Ireland an equal society for both men and women.
And I feel as well that actually social media has been such a positive platform for women to share and connect and reach out to others and just inform the world of their stories. Like, for example, we have like the MTU movement, which was, highly successful, and I think brought a lot of comfort to women around the globe. And
that if I can be that one person, that one good person for someone that will go, "Oh, look, that person, she did that, why can't I do that?" And they will actually go forward and they'll run for that role, or they'll apply for that job and not think they can do it. So I think it's just an amazing opportunity for everyone to be inspired.
We've had good times and times when we struggled and faced problems, whether personal or in our careers, and we've overcome them. So it's a day to celebrate all that we've achieved in our lives and hopefully in our futures.
But I think more and more importantly for me, it's the time to acknowledge the injustices and inequalities that still exist on a grand scale and on a more local and personal scale in our communities, between minority groups and to women as well. And it's the time to really acknowledge the things that we each can do individually and collectively to try and level the playing field in the year going forward, and to lift each other up and empower one another.
We have so many concerts and events taking place, and it's all celebrating music by women over the years.
I think it's for a reminder that we still working for equality, for respect, for our rights, and for recognition.
So for me, a Women's Day is about celebrating and recognizing the achievements of women all over the world, and just highlighting the positive differences that women make to society, and also to raise awareness about gender bias and discrimination that women face.
My 8-year-old daughter, Maya, only last week said that she wants to be the first woman on the moon. And I think it's amazing that she's alive at a time when this is a real possibility.
Just imagine, just for one day on International Women's Day, if every single person just thanked 3 women that they know. Look at the fantastic ripple effect that would have. Our society needs a bit of uplifting, and look at the lift that would give to each of those women. It would be fantastic.
I think it's an important celebration of women's achievements, and I think that plays a role in empowering and encouraging women to take on more challenging roles and projects.
One of the things when I started my PhD, I had massive ideas about all of the things I was going to be studying. Ultimately, I whittled it down in the end, thank God. But at the start, I remember talking to the supervisor and I was saying that, women are amazing and we don't give ourselves enough credit. Like, for example, if you look at how we can balance, like one of the papers that came out recently as a result of COVID talked about how women have assumed the role now of teachers in homeschooling. We are our own professional childminders. We are working full time. We have navigated technology and like it's nobody's business.
I think it's a great way to show women young and old that they can do whatever they want, no matter what course, no matter what career they go into. You can differ and you can change. And International Women's Day is a great way to showcase that and to show everyone you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever makes you happy at the end of the day.
The people that inspire me are more closer to home. I'm blessed to be the mother of 2 independent, outgoing young ladies, and their robustness, their resilience, their ability to adapt, to change is my true inspiration. I take my strength from them. The thing I admire most is that they don't let others define who they are. They sail their own ships, and I think they're my true inspiration in life.
And also to recognise that we've come so far, come a long way, and also that we have some way to go as well, but we're definitely on that route. So it's a great way for women to come together, to celebrate each other, to celebrate themselves.
It also means to me showing young girls that their potentials are never limited just because they are women. I also view it as a celebration of women and what we have collectively achieved.
I just want to say that I don't think of myself as a woman. I just think of myself as a human being, as an artist pushing, and all artists have a lot of issues with promotion and confidence.
But you also hear the plights of women. So, you hear stories of women maybe in direct provision, or women, who still are disproportionately affected by economic hardships and poverty. And because it's so prevalent in the media these days, you get to hear all these stories. And I think that's really important. It gives these women a voice no matter what they're doing, whether they're excelling or whether they're not. So I think it's a really important thing that women have.
and to celebrate as well and reinforce achievements of women, I guess, around International Women's Day. But most of all, it means that we're very much not there yet in terms of gender equality, and we have a lot to do to get there. I think there's an aspiration that by 2030 and this end point of the Sustainable Development Goals that we'll have done a lot to achieve gender equality, but we have still quite a lot to do, and the very fact that there is International Women's Day means that we need more action and we need to deliver more results in terms of gender equality.
And yeah, I think to be honest, when you're in secondary school, you feel like these engineers and scientists, you feel like it's a world away from where you were. I feel like you think, Joe, that could never be me. That seems so hard. That seems impossible.
International Women's Day is a special day for me because in Russia it has been celebrated from the middle of the last century. So it was always a holiday in my family, and it has been a long-standing tradition of celebrating and honoring all the women in one's life. Mothers, grandmothers, teachers, colleagues, and especially at school, it was very excited because all the boys would prepare some small tokens of appreciation for teachers and for all the girls.
It's fantastic that there's just one day we can recognise the great achievements done by women for both past and present.
And just maybe getting us to be a bit more conscious and a bit more aware of how we might think that a certain role or a certain job is male dominated, and that to me is International Women's Day, giving a platform to celebrate women.
I think it's important not to just look at me or the singular. Women is a plural word, and I think that's really important, that you've got that community of women and we have a role in supporting each other and empowering each other. And I think that's a really important element when we think of International Women's Day.
International Women's Day is about celebrating the power of women. And I must say that when women support each other, they become even more stronger.
It's also the time to reflect the achievement of everyday women that are not in the media, but they do a little changes as we, all do and try our best.
So I think, yes, we should be thinking about these issues every day, and we do, but we do need to take that time to reflect, to celebrate, and to challenge ourselves so that we can plan the road going forward.